Welcome back to the channel. So there, I want you guys to know that there are still good women out here, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? There, even though there's still women you have to keep an eye on, but there's still good women out here. But they're probably the women that we truly don't want, right? Because the women that we truly want, for the most part, their mindset, their personality isn't there. You know what I'm saying? They don't have good intentions, right? So you have to, you know, you know what I'm saying? The women that are good women are probably the ones you don't want for the most majority of the time, right? The women that are not attractive, or or the guys that don't, aren't attracted to them type of women. So, you know, I think that, um, you know what I'm saying? I think that we just have to play the long game, guys. We're gonna have to play the long game. Just just keep focusing on yourselves. Continue to, hitting the gym, getting closer with God. Find a career path you want. Find, a skill that, what I'm saying, that you can become really good at. Or if you want a skill, or, what I'm saying, just, and, start a business. If you, want to start a business, just continue to focus on yourselves until, the right woman ends up coming along. Um, You know what I'm saying? We just gonna have to you have to play the long game, because there's still good women out here, but it's just hard to find them nowadays. Or it's just the women that we're not attracted to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men are probably gonna stay single forever. They thinking about just staying single forever. And it might be beneficial, right? And you know what I'm saying? I still believe in love. I think it's still can be love one day. You know what I'm saying? It might not be in my 20s. It might be in my 30s, because how women, I figure how some of these women operate out here. You know what I'm saying? They want the man that has been working on themselves, and they want the prize. They you know what I'm saying? Because they want somebody that has things now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned from my situationship last year. She told me straight up, like, hey, I want somebody who has things now. You know what I'm saying? She told me she was respectful about that. And telling me that, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate her telling me that, because if I would have never, um, if she would have never told me that, then I'll probably still be delusional trying to find me a girlfriend. And, you know what I'm saying? Even though there's nothing wrong with finding a girl, there's nothing wrong with having a girlfriend, but, you know what I'm saying? I understand how female nature is. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from that situationship I was in last year with that girl, with that woman I was with. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I think, I think I needed that. I think I needed that to become cold. You know what I'm saying? Like Stephen Kobe saying, you gotta get colder out here, right? So I needed that, man. That motivated me. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That motivated me to, man, like really lock in, to really lock in. Like, not saying I wasn't locked in before I met her, but it's like, damn, that really nipped the bud in me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember the stuff she was saying to me. It was messed up, but I needed that. I needed it. I use that for motivation. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? She don't think I'm valuable enough. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that to try to win her back. I'm doing this for me. It's like, man, I gotta, okay, it's something, that really helped me locked in for real. And I see life in so many different ways now from that situationship. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Not saying everything she said was right, but it's like some things, like, man, I had to look at things differently. You know what I'm saying? It just all, you know what I'm saying? I had to find out the hard way. Sometimes in life as men, we have to find things out the hard way for us to become the best version of, to become better people and to be better. You know what I'm saying? But I learned a lot from that. You know what I'm saying? I wish her nothing but the best, man. Hopefully she found somebody that, secured her needs, and it is what it is. So I have to just move on and, you know, keep seeing to work on me, being the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? But the women that we truly want aren't, you know what I'm saying, aren't good personality wise isn't there. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, they're not ready for relationships. They're not ready for a relationship. They're not ready to settle down with a man, even though they say they are. But when you in person with them and, you know what I'm saying, they start acting funny, you're like, is she really ready for a relationship, right? So you have to focus on yourself. Just continue to focus on you, and God will bring you the right one. It will happen. You know what I'm saying? It will happen for a lot of us. We just got to continue to work on ourselves, fellas. We got to continue to work on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If you as a man want to stay single forever, hey, I do not blame you, bro. I don't blame you. I don't blame if you want to stay single, you know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to protect your heart. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to, protect yourself, protect your boundaries, right? I don't blame you for staying single, but me personally, I still think there's love out here, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? It'd probably be my late 20s or 30s, sometime my 30s, until I get established first. I want to be established first before I get into a serious relationship. Be established all around, not just money-wise, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, all of that, all around, be a complete man until that right one comes along. You wanna marry a woman that you're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't attracted to that woman, even though she's not a bad person, she's not a bad person, but I'm not attracted to that. I don't want to be seen in public with her. You know what I'm saying? We want women that, don't want to just marry anybody. You know what I'm saying? We want somebody that we're attracted to, and they have a good personality overall. You know what I'm saying? And and there's no bashing those type of women, but we just got to be honest with ourselves. We just being honest here. You know what I'm saying? If you think a woman that, you know what I'm saying, me personally, I like a woman that has a nice behind, nice breast, and is in shape. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, she got to be at least about 5'6" is cool. I like to be taller than my woman, but that's just me. Even though I got to get myself in better shape, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in the best shape. I'll admit that, but that's the woman I really, really want. You know what I'm saying? She's in shape. She got nice breasts and a nice behind, and she's pretty. You know what I'm saying? She got to be at least an 8 for me. An 8 is cool with me. 8 and a half, or 9 at least. Now I ain't gonna say a 10, right? But at least an 8, 8.5, or a 9. At least 9 the most. That's just me. That's the woman I really want to marry one day. But you know what I'm saying? Things I still need to work on. I got to get myself in better shape. I got to eat better. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta get better as a man first for me, until I can hopefully attract that type of woman, and she's a good woman. So just continue to focus on yourself, fellas, and God will bless you with the right one. Just keep praying about it. Just keep praying about it, man. Keep praying that hopefully you find that woman. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? Even though you still got to be careful, even though you still got to, watch what these women do, still pray about it. Pray about it, and God will bring you the right one. All right? But that's it for this video, man. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.